Hi there crafters, Louise with you today. Welcome along and thanks for checking out this video. It is a Scraptember share, of course. It is the 24th and today's prompt is stars. So what else would I be wanting to scrap except for a photo of Master Zaleb as Star Learner of the Week. Now I went through my stash. I've got this little container that I sort of throw things in. It's on my desk all the time and it is often the place where things go if I've sort of removed them from a package or it's a piece of a cutout, like in the case of this star, but I didn't necessarily use it on the layout. So most of what you're seeing in that sort of left-hand side with the chipboard and the little white stars and the gold star as well, those are actually pieces that were in that box. So yeah, apparently I've been using stars quite a bit. And what I want to do is obviously the stash busting element with this Scraptember is fantastic. So it's a real great way to not only use up some of those elements like this paper collection that is been sitting in my stash for quite some time, but to use up those pieces that are just sitting around and you get this fabulous inspiration. You know, this photo is, I think, actually from 2023 and it's been sitting in my stash and I just haven't quite found the right time or the right elements to actually scrap it. And I really am enjoying just having no pressure. It really is just about getting elements on the page and it's so easy to get things to come together. I'm having so much fun. Now, of course, you've probably heard in my videos that I am mostly scrapping single photos in that 9x12 size, and so of course being a single photo, that's what I'm going to use today. Now I did know that with this pattern paper I wanted to start with a white background and I wanted to have this torn strip down the middle, and this gives me a sort of a background to work with. It doesn't really matter if you cover most of this up because it's just sort of a starting point. It's kind of like if you are creating an art journal or an art piece or a mixed media, you've just got to get something down, and often you'll start to build around that and it gives you something extra to work with. So that background pattern paper obviously is a star paper. I couldn't use pattern papers and not include stars, but you can see that I'm sort of cutting out some of these stars in the different sizes. I've mounted that one on black. I'm going to combine that with the chipboard ones as well. So really just having a bit of a play. You know, I had no theme in my mind apart from that I had star papers that were sitting in my stash and of course pulling out those stars. Oh, and my photo. Other than that, everything that embellishes on this particular page is actually just going to be pulled as I need it. I'm going to ink, because I've got that sort of black focus going on, I am just going to ink around those coloured pattern elements so that they don't sort of disappear into the background. And you know, after putting this aside for a little while, I'm sort of thinking, all right, what else am I going to do here? How can I get more stars on a single layout? What better way than with some background stamping? So because the sort of the greenish background with the stars in circles, it kind of has this mustardy coloured star in it, and that's why I decided with that particular colour with the distress ink, was because I already had that colour on the page and I needed just to bring in a little bit more. And I do like the little pop of colour. I think the little bit of that yellow, and again being able to use some of the embellishments from this sticker sheet that also came with the collection that has been sitting in my stash for quite some time, felt really good to actually use some of this. So putting the highlighted elements onto the page, so tucking in some little photo corners, gluing a few bits and pieces down, making sure that everything is adhered and stuck in its right position so that I can go ahead and simply just add a few more bits and pieces here and there. Lots of little stickers. I do think that this ended up being quite a fun layout, little pops of colour here and there, but I definitely feel like I have met the star brief in terms of, I don't know how many I've even got on here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, like 13 stars. So that's a pretty good number. I reckon I've done pretty well. I'm going to make sure that everything is finished off, and that is my star share for today. So thank you so much for watching. I have really enjoyed this. I hope you're enjoying it too. Comments are always welcome, and I hope that you're subscribed.